like you've won World Cup overalls as well.
Yeah.
But you seem to have really figured that one out.
While I will be a little bit lower, like nationals, okay, I get fifth. But then on World Champs, my entire body knows it's now.
Oh, carries huge speed off that hip. Goes massive on there. Bruni takes the win. Oh, what stamina. Loic Bruni is back. I'm at a gypsy.
So for people that listen to this that are moto heads that don't necessarily go deep into the downhill world, there's two titles that you want to win. There's a World Cup overall, which is like the motocross season, 12 rounds, whatever. And then there's one day on one track for the World Championship. And then the dude that wins that gets to call himself the best in the world for an entire year until the next time. And you've figured that out. Like you've won World Cup overalls as well.
Yeah.
But you seem to have really figured that one out. So what is it about that you figured out maybe more than your competition in the last few years?
I think it's because it's subjective. Huh? I don't know if it's the actual truth, but I care less all the time, but more a few times. You know what I mean?
Explain.
Like some people, they go to a national and they will race as hard as they can and give their best and really try hard.
Yeah.
And then when they come to the World Cup or the World Champs, they will do the same. But it will kind of be like on the ceiling of that. While I will be a little bit lower, like nationals, okay, I get fifth. It sucks for the confidence, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Like it's okay. But then on World Champs, my entire body knows it's now, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know why, I just care a lot about this race. And then I turn into this different version of me that's way smarter. Starts from really low. Like way smarter, way more attentive to like details and way more pro. And then I'm able, because it's really tiring to be like this, I'm able to use this state. It's like, you know, sometimes you go like, if you use the nitro or whatever, like it's only for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you can go that fast all the time. And then I use that small, like for maybe 4 or 5 days, I use this specific super me, like where I'm a little bit better at everything. And I can actually get it done. I don't know how, because this year, for example, on the first turn, I almost blew it. I was so close from winning it, so I lost both wheels. Ooh. And then rode super well after that, but still, you can, in 1 second, it can all go from good to bad. But I feel like it's just that I care a lot. And I ride, like World Champs, I try every time my best. Like I'm not saying I'm chilling at the World Cups, but at World Champs there's something more with my heart that makes me better. And I was not able to do it every time because I haven't won every time, but the last few years I've been pretty good at it. And the World Cups, I don't have this ability to switch on that next level me.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like top 3, top 5, and it's really hard to do. And I don't really know exactly the recipe. It comes from the heart. If I care, it does.
Yeah. So what years have you won?
15 in Andorra.
Yeah.
17 in Cairns.
Yeah.
18, 19, 22.
That's so gnarly, dude.
Sick. It's sick.
Like five times that you've been able to just get in, and all different tracks, different places,
different fully everything, like circumstances, context, situations, conditions. I don't know.
Do you enjoy the feeling? Like, do you know when it starts to kind of happen, because it must feel different to live in that skin and to like live in that moment? And do you almost feel like it starts building and then you just like let it happen? You don't have to like think about it happening, or?
No, I don't think about it for sure. Like it does its magic alone, let's say. But I also don't realize it. I only realize it when it's finished. You know, which will be harder if you do realize it the day before.
That's what I was wondering, like, because sometimes like you'll be riding, right? Because I think for me, the appeal of riding to me, and this is actually why I love jiu-jitsu so much. Jiu-jitsu, this happens instantly, every time, no matter what. My voice in my head, my like, oh, you're doing this good or you're doing this bad, or like, there is nothing. Like, especially when I do jiu-jitsu, it's so instant. I think it's because it's like a fight, you know, like it triggers like that fight or flight response. And for me, I'm like, it locks me right in. But on a moto, like I don't notice it when I do jiu-jitsu. It's like when I'm home in the shower or whatever, thinking about my training session, then I like go back. I'm like, oh, that's sick. I was gone. Like you start thinking about it and you realize you weren't there almost. Like you were doing it, but like you weren't doing it.
Yeah.
But it's sort of like I'm so used to it. It happens every time. But on a moto, it doesn't happen that often for me. Like very, very rarely. Like I have to. So like the other day, for example, I was doing a 20-minute moto, and I started to get tired, and I started making a lot of mistakes, and then I got the voice in my head like, all right, you're getting sketchy, you're gonna crash, maybe you should pull off, and like that voice is there, and then you're trying to like talk to you, go on man, you got this, like you're pepping yourself up. But it's like the magical stuff is when you don't have that voice. There's no pep talks, there's no talking up, there's no talking down, there's no doubt, there's no confidence, there's no nothing. It's just, you're just doing what you're doing. So is that kind of like
I feel when you say that, I feel it fully. And because also every time I won the World Championships, it was a different story leading into it. I think that's what prevented me from trying to feel the same as the year before or whatever. And most of the time I just live every day without thinking so much, trying to like optimize the training, but also enjoy the fans, enjoy my friends or my family that came to see me, spend time with the team, you know, just do the normal things that makes me happy. And then at the end of the weekend, I just realized that, wow, that thing I did not necessarily on purpose actually helped me so much to sleep well that night, or to feel good about myself because of that section. I don't know. And you're right, like when you can just be like free from that voice that kind of make you fight a little bit with yourself, then it's really, really good. But it's so difficult. Like it doesn't happen every day.
Yeah.
And when I ride moto, I have the voice all the time.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But when at certain races, I just know it's now. But I'm going for it the same way as always. But the leading into it make me even more confident and more sure of the fact that I can ride this way.
Yeah.
You know, if that makes sense?
Yeah.
I feel like we go super far now.
Yeah.
But
No.
But it's like, it's something that I have a mental preparation coach.
Yeah.
For like 7 years, blah, blah, blah. And you always try to get close to the zone and stuff, but it's not something you can touch. It's never, you cannot replicate the steps to get to it. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Because it's always different. But when you are in it, you kind of have the feeling.
Yeah.
You don't realize you're in it, but you act like you're in it. And then when it's done, you know you were in the zone.
Yeah. We're excited to announce the launch of our new membership site, gypsytales.com, packed with exclusive content and perks that you won't find anywhere else. This is your chance to become a part of the Gypsy Gang. And as a special bonus, if you sign up to an annual membership, you'll be entered into the draw to win our custom-built TC125. Gypsy Gang.